And trap number 5, which I alluded to before, is the capability trap. I first heard about the capability trap from season 16 of Grey's Anatomy. I'm actually rewatching it at the moment because there's season 20 out, and I got past season 10 and I was like, is this even worth it to watch it a second time round? She says in season 16, just because you can do it doesn't necessarily mean that you should. And I experienced this for myself as well. So earlier I told you about when I was a postdoc and I returned back after my first mat leave, I couldn't make the lab work thing work on a 70% effort. So I transitioned into a project manager role. It was just offered to me, so I took it. And I've been in that role a while, and I started to notice that other project managers around me were really great at their role. They seemed to really enjoy it and like talk about it and thrive off it. And I felt like I was always going, oh, let me see what I can do off this list over here to avoid doing my actual job over here. It felt like there was always an activation energy to get started on stuff, whereas they were all kind of really into it and enjoying it. And a couple of years in, we went to an away day, and they had a coach running a session on what's called talent dynamics profiling, a personality profiling. We all took our personality profiles. And when I got mine back, I said, well, this sounds absolutely nothing like me. And when I inquired, I had answered the questions as if I was in my role rather than if I had a choice. So I came out as a trader profile, which is one of the best profiles for project management. But when she said, well, where would you pinpoint yourself? And I said, I think I'm somewhere between creator and star profile. And when I looked at it, it dawned on me. I am operating completely the opposite end of my spectrum to my natural talents and capabilities. I'm in the capability trap, and this explains so much why I'm feeling so stuck in this role and why I'm feeling a lack of fulfillment here, why I'm not finding flow, where all sense of time disappears, forget myself, getting great results and having fun. I really wasn't having so much fun at work. So how do you speed up flow? How do you get more of a flow state at work? First of all, we have to create time and space to have flow at work. If we're just so overwhelmed and busy and we're just like firefighting, even if we had tasks that would have us in flow, we can't feel it. So that's the first place to start. And the second place is mastering our natural talents and strengths, finding role profiles that align to our talents, finding opportunities to engage in our talents, and finding mitigation strategies for our blind spots. So we all have the blind spots of our talents as well. And that's how we find flow and the path of least resistance at work. So stop trying to squeeze yourself into what's available based on your current set of skills and qualifications, and instead focus on adding value in the workplace by enhancing your natural talents and strengths. So if you want to hear more about the capability trap, a great case study is by one of my clients, Dr. Erica Parkinson, that went from complete burnout and just taking any job she felt capable of to being really intentional about taking the next role that was more aligned for her. So she is episode number 28 on the podcast.